Hello, this is Alessio. Today is Monday, the 5th of April. It's currently a little London session. So let's dig into today's chart. This is Guardant Health. It's so I need to say something first, is that all of charts, all of stocks that I cover are quite interesting at the moment. Um, mo Most of them are listed in the Nasdaq, and as you probably know, the Nasdaq might be resuming higher to all-time highs. However, there's also a possibility to further downside. So yeah, I think they're all in a quite interesting position at the moment. With that being said, let's dig into it. So GH, I think it's a compelling case because so we possibly had our primary for completed. Red line is validation level, which hasn't been touched. The good thing about this is that wave two, as you can see, wave two is very sideways, while four is extremely sharp, which is its a rule of alternation is met, which is awesome. Um, wave two, minor two, right here. I mean the three waves. Down, up, down are pretty clear. So three ways to trend don't make. So that this three ways down is telling us that we possibly have resumed the trend. However, one thing that as traders we need to, and investors we need to keep in mind if we are using L wave is that if we had a 5-3-5, it could just be a zigzag. So this could be some sort of B wave, the A right here, and the C yet to come. So yeah, that needs to keep that needs to be kept in mind because it's a possibility, and I honestly do not think, but that's my thought based on indices and other stocks. We should and could get further upside. However, I need to remind you guys that that is a possibility. I marked up the equal legs, so I took the length of the one, projected to where the two ends, and got the equality in length. And yeah, we know that. I mean, I learned from experience that many times the equality is a zone of support or resistance, depending on whether it's going up or down. In this case, resistance. And it is showing resistance indeed. If we zoom into the 1 hour chart, we can see how, as it touched it, it is now showing resistance. This is not my preferred impulse, 5-way sequence. I don't love it, but it can be counted as five. I think it's still in the making, so I would like to see perhaps we could get some sort of correction during today's session and then resume to the upside. That's I think if we are going to continue up, the wave kind of suggests to me that that's the most likely scenario to happen. So yeah, as always, we don't need to panic. We don't need to worry. Just trade our plan our trade and trade our plan. Moving on to Okta. I presented this chart to members a while ago when I was expecting some kind of wave B. I said if we get a triangle, that'd be awesome because triangles are very easy to be identified and consequentially trade. So yeah, it's not a triangle yet because we actually the two could be here, even though I doubt it because I mean I like it to see more deep of a two. As you can see, the move up has been quite aggressive, so I like to see the two going a little lower. But yeah, it's a possibility that it could be completed. I'm not gonna trade. I'm not gonna trade this at the moment. I just wanted to present you guys this this possibility because if it becomes a wave B, excuse me, if it becomes a wave B in a triangle, it'll be a great trade setup. At least that's what my experience has taught me, that triangles are very good trading setups if we know how to take advantage of them. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to present you because I think it should be, you know, take a we I'll also, of course, I'll keep an eye on it and update members. Roku is very interesting. Now we get into the more interesting. Yeah, sorry for this. Okay, so the correction into intermediate 4 seems to be completed, and I'll tell you why in a second. And yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see further upside. So if we do see further upside in the what could be 503, it's yeah, we have a lot of room up to go, plenty of room to go up. And interesting fact is that if we zoom into the 1 hour chart, here the 5 waves are pretty clear. The way I would count this from this low right here, yeah, it just moves a little when I zoom in. Sorry, it's 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now, similar situation with GH, Guardant Health. I do expect some kind of, so this A, B, C, I do expect some kind of pullback. And I think it could be interesting to buy the pullback. Yeah, once again, as I always say in the videos, if you are familiar with the trading level patterns and yeah, trading patterns as well that Pete teaches, that's awesome. Yeah, you could find an entry using those. I think that would be ideal. Unfortunately, I'm not too familiar with them, so I don't want to tell you something that could be incorrect. But if you do know them and feel confident to use them, yeah, I think it could be a great idea. However, trading wise, yes, this looks good. I mean, there's no good and bad in trading, but I think it's an interesting setup. Yeah, we could see farther upside, and this could bring the Nasdaq to all-time highs as well. So that's why in the beginning of the video I said this is going to be a very interesting week across the market, the US market. Now, if we move to Spotify, which we have right here, daily chart. Also, this too could be completed, and the reason is that I can see 5 ways up on the 1 hour time frame, which I'll show you in just a moment. Before we do so, I like to address the possibility of a double correction. Here you have the Alt B, so that would be your intermediate A, which intermediate A right here, the B goes there, and the C yet to come. That's a possibility. So yeah, I think all these alternates, which are suggesting us double correction, they all depend on the correlation between these stocks and the Nasdaqs, or the S&P, depending on where the stocks are listed. But yeah, in this case, the Nasdaq. But yeah, so that's why I said it was going to be an interesting week. Perhaps not only this week, but the following ones as well. But yeah, I hope you get the idea of a correlation between markets. That's what I was trying to say. Now, as I said, if we zoom into the 1 hour chart, so something I like to do, I like to draw a rectangle, this yellow one, where equality of wave A and B are met. So as you can see here, you have 1 and 1 plus 6.8. Because I noticed with time, but that's just my personal thought, my personal experience, that yeah, around this area you can get a reaction. In this case, the upside. However, if we just look at the other waves, evaluate because it uses Fibonacci expansion, so relationship in length. Anyway, yeah, here I think they're pretty clear. The waves up 1, 2, sharp in 2, which is very good. The rule of alternation is met here. So 1, 2, 3, sideways in 4. So sharp in 2, sideways in 4. Perhaps this is down in A. Kind of a triangle in B, which if we zoom to the 15 minutes, which I don't do very often, I don't do that for my own trading, but if we do so, yeah, we see a sideways movement, which is oftentimes characteristic of a wave B. And yeah, now that's why pretty much on all the stocks I've covered today, I expect some kind of pullback to complete a correction and then resume higher. So yeah, potentially I will look for an entry myself here with my own account, because I think it's quite an interesting zone. We have a gap to fill, which is confluence. So, and once again, if you have any trading pattern level, trading level strategies to implement your trading with, yeah, and if you're confident, yeah, I think could be a great strategy as well. But yeah, from my point of view, this could be quite interesting. And last but not least, we have Zillow. Ticker symbol, very simple. Let's see. And yeah, sorry, the log scale doesn't want to cooperate, so I have to go to arithmetic. My apologies for that. Yeah, it's easier to look at it than explain it. A, B, C, and once again, if we zoom in, and I'll zoom in a little, we can see the 5 ways up. So again, as I said 5 minutes ago, probably, if we see 5 ways up and a pullback in 3, so just like in this case, this scenario, we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. So as long as there's a pullback right here is in 3 waves, so as long as we just get another leg down, if you have a 5, 3, and then you have to have another 5 legs to the upside. Because if you think about it, whether this is a 1, 2, 3 or an ABC, since we had 5 ways up, we need to have another 5 ways to the upside. So in terms of trading, it doesn't matter whether it's an ABC or a 1, 2, 3, as long as we have 3 ways down and not 5, and of course this low isn't broken, we still are missing 1 leg up. So hope, and this is Elliott wave. This is not my experience. It's just a pure Elliott wave principle. So yeah, hope that was clear. So yeah, once again, we'll see, but yeah, further upside definitely to come, since this move was in 3 waves. And pretty much all moves across also Spotify, Roku, Guardant Health, they all were in pullback in 3 waves. So we shouldn't be worried or afraid a bear market is coming, at least not yet, because the pullbacks were in 3 and not 5. So once again, 3 ways a trend do not make. So yeah, just keep on planning your trade and planning your trade your plans. And yeah, further aside for Zillow as well. And I guess that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.